Итак, всем привет! Сегодня у нас Ронни O'Sullivan, Джон Хиггинс, чемпион мира 2011 года, четвертьфинал, третий фрейм, матч до 13 побед, рефери O'Sullivan, начал фрейм Джон.
Ronnie's break in the second frame while the lads were talking in the studio, and how difficult it is to always guarantee to get the reds safe.
One.
And immediately up towards the black to try and get it into play. A bit too far though. I'd have to go back for the blue.
5.
Against a player like John Higgins, who's capable of punishing you.
6.
Yeah, watch the side spin. And he's played that beautifully, because if this keeps on running, oh, it's going to come up a little bit short. He's still got the other one, but if he had run on another 6 inches.
$12.
A similar shot again, Steve.
Exactly the same line. Short of pace again. But enough pace that he's come
17.
touching the pink. Bit unlucky.
John Higgins, 17.
Now he's got a straightforward safety off the red that's almost touching the white, but he wants to play a more telling safety. That's why he's playing the difficult one. And that's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's very good if it pulls up. A lot of players would have just rolled off the side of the pack there and went down towards the green, but Ronnie got the spider out, and that was a very awkward shot to play, but he played it perfectly.
Ни одного шара еще до сих пор не забил. Но он старается.
Over half an hour since has had a pot. That's his first one.
Seven.
It's not an easy chance by any means. Where's his next red, believe it or not?
Here he goes in an attempt to get there, but a long way out if he was trying to keep the cue ball down the left-hand side of the table. And end of break. Not an easy opportunity that for...
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 13.
And that's a good cue ball. Well, it looks as if it'll go to the middle, but white needs to pull up. Where's that cue ball going?
Obviously the player's trying to get the cue ball when they're playing safe to the top cushion, as close to the top cushion as possible.
Один короткий подход состоялся у Ронни пока что.
that was a soft swerve. It could be in off the red though,
Foul.
and he's left
John
the
Higgins,
pot.
4.
Не точно подкатил Ронни к красному шару. Ну и довольно сильно получилось. Надо было слабее бить. Атака есть атака.
One.
And it looks as if it's the brown. He's cueing the ball beautifully, because any time he's near a cushion, he's playing it at speed and he's knocking it in.
Bit awkward. He's on this red. Would have been very unlucky to come behind the blue.
Six.
He really got into that, didn't he? Using the extension. He's a bit baffled by how far he screwed that back.
Yeah, he hit it so well. And even though he's not on the green or brown, it was gettable that, but he's keeping
John
the heat
Higgins,
on Ronnie
6.
O'Sullivan by doing this. Playing the yellow was a bit risky.
That's a pretty good escape there. Very well played. That's the sort of angle he could take, or a little bit thinner with side and try and get to a similar position. If he misses the brown, he's got it there. Not quite.
Продолжаются маневры в отыгрышах.
One.
Picked one out, and
Забил Джон, но не сделал выход.
Steve, the pressure cooker, always played a poor
John
one.
Higgins, 1.
He's left Ronnie a path through to the red. That's the first slip up from John Higgins in this match so far.
1.
Couple of frames of snooker, and it was nice to see 300 or 400 people in there. And Paul's daughter Evie Rose was there with her granddad Alan, Paul's father, and they do a great job for that foundation. Steve, Chris Lovell and Paul Rinaldi were there, and I know you do quite a bit with it, but it was a great pleasure to be involved in it.
1.
It was a great pleasure. Raised a lot of money for the charity. And remember, a great player at the same time.
8. 9.
And that's played beautifully. So this really is the first proper chance that Ronnie has had. And once he removes this red, of course the other two are in play then.
And it does look like
23.
he's had enough table time now. With his cue actions up to running speed. Perhaps everything revolving around this shot.
Much easier
Up
to
to
get
7.
the yellow from the blue. He missed a shot easier than this to clinch the match against Sean Murphy last night. He just needed a sitter of a red, played it left-handed, and then Sean came back to 12-10. That was a bit of a scare for Ronnie. was probably the easiest
44.
game ball I've ever seen missed.
Так, ну что, Ронни сыграл фреймбол, еще становится 1-2 для него.
47. 51.
И первая полусезонная серия в матче.
56. 62.
Well, he was kept off the table for the two opening frames. John Higgins opened the door slightly, and Ronnie O'Sullivan cleared up with him. One of the best we've ever had. Maybe the greatest of them all is sitting in the commentary box here. Steve Davis.
But one thing's for certain, you don't want to take too many risks if you're playing John Higgins or playing Ronnie O'Sullivan, because should they get the upper hand, they can reel off many frames on the trot. So a great deal of respect out there.
Just hard enough. What a pot. What a fabulous long pot.
Yeah, well, he was more or less forced to play it, and he played it with an element of shot to nothing
9.
about it, but he must have been delighted to have.
Так, ну довольно незаурядный красный сыграл Ронни.
Could have used the brown there to go into the pack and split them up, but
Сейчас еще ведет серию.
3 reds in open play.
13. 14.
Ну, здесь обязательно нужно сделать подбой. 2 открытых красных. А так больше здесь делать нечего.
$22.
Still not quite got the angle to go into the reds here. That's exactly what he'd done. And a little flick on the blue, and that's pretty good. Two of the quickest brains I think we've ever had, snooker brains in the game, Steve.
The way he played that,
36.
very little chance of not being on a colour. It'll be a tough shot to keep this break going now. So,
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
end of
36.
break. 36 points is not enough at this level. So we'll see if Ronnie O'Sullivan can return the compliment of keeping the safety lid on things.
Yes, that was an interesting choice of shot from Ronnie, because we all thought he was going to go down and try and pot the green and come round for a red, but he's not taking risks.
1. $9.
Beautiful shot, and if he gets this next cannon, he'll give himself a great chance. Played perfectly. He always had this red available, unless he's touching the red.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 16.
That was so difficult to judge. Okay, it was a shot to nothing, and I think he may bring the green into play here. So no
John
insurance
Higgins,
now
1.
for Ronnie, if John gets a chance, that is.
Вторая атака Ронни тоже оказалась слишком короткая, 8 очков. Отыгрался Хиггинс от зеленого, и один красный открытый еще есть.
That's the one he's looking at. Not easy. That's a great shot.
1.
Well, a very fortunate kiss there. He's put the brown safe, but he did get back up the table into ideal position.
6.
That's the main difference
Thank you.
between pool and snooker, and why I think probably long term.
That's a bad mistake from John there.
Trying to get behind the brown. Lots of side
John Higgins,
spins. He's
14.
quite a way off, and that's a very loose safety shot from John Higgins.
1.
Good pot, good clean pot right in the middle of the pocket, but
Sorry. 9.
very evenly matched.
$17.
69 from Ronnie, 66 from John.
24.
Building up nicely, this one, Steve.
It's been John Higgins who's had the advantage, opening up a lead.
29.
He's failed in that task. Didn't need too many chances.
36. 41.
It makes, as I mentioned, for a fascinating quarter-final. He'll not bother about missing the pink.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
It was all
41.
John
and the free.
Higgins to start off with, but Ronnie O'Sullivan has bounced right back, and we go to